hope when I go out, I'm still getting Wi-Fi. We're going to test it. We are in wonderful, beautiful Ghana. Oh my God, I'm gonna do a short room tour because it's a small. I'm gonna do a small room tour because it's a small room. Okay, but I do have a balcony. I do. I have a balcony, and I'm so happy. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the way to travel. I am solo traveling this time, and I am so happy. So I was before, where was I? I wasn't up there. I was at this, oh, I'm at the same level. I'm just on the other side. So the room I was at was over here. Now I'm over here, and I love it. I love it. I know the room is small, it's cute, and it's divine. I love it. But I have a balcony and I have an ocean view. Yes, an ocean view. I have an ocean view. You want to see it? I'm sorry, it's not a landscape, but don't worry. We're going to have lots of views. Wait, if you listen closely, you can hear the ocean. My God, Ghana, West Africa. What? What? All right, I need to face. I do have my tripod, so don't worry, we will have tripod. I'm gonna set my tripod right over here. Oh yeah, I can plug it in right there because I got my power little strip, and I see this little plug for the tripod. So yes, y'all, it's so nice to see me in another background. Don't you just love it? Because I'm loving it right now. I don't know where you are, but hey, I'm here, and oh my God, I just gotta look at the view for a minute. It's so beautiful, y'all. Let's just look at it together and just get the vibe, just feel the vibe. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have dinner. I brought a lot of food, but it's mostly fruit. But I'm gonna have dinner. I'm looking at the menu. Gonna find me some decent food. All the little food here is fabulous, and vegan options galore. Um, Eunice, the one, the sister that owns, well, runs the place because it's her. It's a family business. She's not here. She's in the UK, but her brother drove me. The car was spectacular. The ride was amazing. The company, you know, was just absolutely fabulous. I mean, that's like all that I could say. It was everything in my visualization that I imagined. It was all of that. I made some business contacts with the brother, who, of course, is I still hear his UK accent. They were born in Ghana, but they went to school in the UK and lived there for a long time. 14 years, I think, was him. But he's been back now for 10 years. And he actually has his own water company. And yeah, brought me in a nice dope car and roomy, and it was beautiful, y'all. It was conversation was high vibe. We talked about everything from politics to culture to food to business. It was everything that I asked for, all the experiences that I wanted to have. It's already good. Like I feel like myself in the sense of, I feel like brand new. And I feel like myself. And I say that in the sense that I love to travel. And I already told the brother Frank, that's the one that works downstairs. I was like, Frank, could you hook up I'm going to the Elmina Castles tomorrow. They told me Elmina give you the full effect. So I'm going to Elmina Castles tomorrow on Slave Dungeons. And then I told them that I saw they have a lot of other excursions like horseback riding, which I'm not that interested in. I mean, I could see myself doing it to do something different on the beach, but no. But I gotta see what else. They do some other amazing stuff. I don't know if it's making baskets or something with the village folks. I might make a basket. But I know they do I'm trying to party. So I'm trying to turn up, I guess. But I know they do the palm wine tapping from the actual tree and drinking from the palm wine from the tree. Palm wine don't get me drunk. It make me go to sleep. So I just should know if I do it, I'm going to go to sleep right afterwards. So, but it'd be nice. And there's some other things down there. So we're going to pick out some things, excursions. So I'll do the Elmina. I'm having pick me up at 1 p.m. tomorrow because I want to have time to walk to the beach in the morning. I'm going to make them my ritual. I actually want to do yoga on the beach, something I've never done before. So I'm going to do yoga on the beach in the morning, get up early, and I'm going to walk the beach so I can get some exercise. Then I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to eat lunch here, and then I'm going to be ready to go for the tour. And then when I come back, I'm going to chill out some more. Then Sunday, I like to do whatever, the palm wine tapping, whatever it is. And I want to do that. Or something. I don't know if it's that. We'll see. That's on Sunday. And then I'm staying another day. I was going to leave on Monday, but because I saved so much on the room, because the room is a different room, which is not a problem, I'm going to use that same money to, and still have some left to stay another day, because why come this far and not stay? Like, why would I do that? Like, that's ridiculous. And I need the vacation, and then maybe Monday I'll do something else. I'm gonna do some other excursion. I got quite a few. I'm gonna do another excursion on Monday. I'm trying to like really feel like I'm in another country, which I am, but I've never actually got to experience Ghana in that way. I mean, I came here before, but I didn't do any like those touristy, I'm by myself. I ain't got to pay for nobody else. I pay for me, And I was telling Steven, which is the driver, he's not the driver, I'm saying he is they own, this is their family's business. Uh, I see Eunice so sweet. She did it as a favor to me. She asked him, could you please, this is a wonderful lady. She's one of our guests. And I love her. She said, I love this lady so much. Talk about me. This is Eunice, who actually really the one that runs it. And it's his sister. So please, could you pick her up? And, I paid great money, and it was worth. As a matter of fact, I gave him all the money. I was like, look, you can pick me up on Tuesday. I'm staying another day. He's like, no problem. I said, let me pay you now. So it's going to be good for me, y'all. It's going to be good for me. I mean, if I could, I'd probably stay even longer, but I'll plan on that. Like, I got to see, like, what this is about. I got my journal. I got my pen. We're going to do our meditation in the morning, so we got Wi-Fi. I forgot my Wi-Fi. I don't even need it because it won't be used here. I'm using the Wi-Fi in the guest house. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning, but I don't know. I'm just so happy. So let me show you again. So I'm definitely gonna change my clothes, and I'm gonna get something to eat. I'll probably eat outside. There's a lounge area. You can't really see it from here, but there's a lounge area, and I'm gonna go sit in that lounge area. I'm gonna eat my food and get that sea breeze and go put my feet in the water and give thanks to the ancestors. But this is the beginning of how I'm gonna be living out here. I need to see Ghana through new eyes and new perspective, and yeah, I need to level up where I'm really supposed to be, and just interesting conversations, just very, very beautiful. So Mastermind Group, we got a lot to talk about. It's going to be some revelations and things that I don't even say in private, because I know certain people, I don't supposed to be watching my videos, so but yeah. Very good, y'all. Very, very happy. So very happy. Let's see who's on. Hey, babe. Glad you had a great trip. Thank you. Yeah, at the beach. Stick your toes in sand for me. Yes, Melissa. Hey, Emma. Beautiful. Grand Rising. Beautiful view. Thank you, Emily. Looks so peaceful. Yes. Yes, Mama. Seeing where you're going to be. Up level. Yes. Omi Funke. Hey, Dora. Yeah, I learned so much just on the trip. And like I said, I always tell you, I think the perfect mix of meeting somebody and just meeting new people here that you relate to is when you meet Ghanaian diasporans. Ghanaians who were either born here or lived here and then moved to the States, or moved abroad, because in this case is UK. And most people I meet, it's actually a lot of UKs, which makes a lot of sense. And then come back, because you get the perspective and understanding of what it is to be Ghanaian and what that is, but you get the understanding of the being out in the diaspora. Those are probably, honestly, to be honest, just in my over a little bit over a year, those are the best Ghanaians to be with. For me, that matches my vibration, because I think, that's what I'm gonna say. That's where I feel. It's not even comfortable. That's where I feel actually uncomfortable. That's where I feel more like just stimulated in a different kind of way, and it's almost like they can relate to both sides, but they could definitely relate to you, because in a sense they are diasporans too. They're coming back, and it's just and gets your mind going in a different kind of way. It's interesting what you think. You think, oh, I'm going to leave my home country, and I'm going to leave, as far as African Americans, I'm going to leave America behind, and I'm going to just delve into Africa, and I'm going to be with the people, I'm going to live with the people, and then you realize that you are who you are, and that there's things that you do need. And you need to be able to enjoy yourself in a new country from not sometimes the perspective of the locals. People always say, give the local, and you should. But sometimes the locals can only see it a certain way because that makes sense. Everybody sees it at their vantage point. A lot of times too, with especially travelers and then diasporans, usually it's not like we just came from America and just came to one country. A lot of us have traveled to other countries. So that makes us even strange in our home country. So there you have this different kind of perspective about life and what you've seen as you've grown and gained experience from even traveling throughout other places. So your idea that you're just going to go with the regular folks and there's just going to be this harmonious connection, it can't be true. You start to realize, wait, I need to have my own mind. I want to have my own perspective, and I want to be biased. You know what I'm saying? Or unbiased, and I want to, because it's a lot of it's hard to be unbiased for a lot of people here. So because they're just all they know, and you just need that different perspective. And every single time I meet diasporans, every single time, Ghanaian ones specifically, I get that full feeling. I get that like, yes, I'm not crazy. Yes, you know, I am experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that is an issue. You know, like it's so beautiful, so beautiful, so wonderful. And then, you know, another thing too, as you come back here, you know, like the status you may not have never had in UK as far as because of race and white supremacy, you know, other things that don't let you get there. You have a different one here. You're respected because you are from somewhere else, and you got ideas and you're doing things, and you can live a beautiful life here, y'all. You can live a very beautiful life here. And so I just wanted to share that with y'all. Ooh, yeah, it's hot. I mean, it's warm. Of course, it's Africa, but I'm glad I'm near the beach, so you get a little breeze. And I'm so excited, so excited. I forgot to bring my coils. It's the one thing. I'll have somebody maybe go to the store. They might have some here. Because at night I want to sit out on the balcony, but the mosquitoes will get you. So I got to bring my coil. I had a whole din of coils. I forgot to check my list before I left, but I'm sure I can get some. So I'm going out to town tomorrow too for the Cape Coast. So I mean the castle. So anyway, that's my take. Thank you, and thank you, Dora. I will. Enjoy your time. You've worked hard, relax hard. Yes, Maya, you're right. Yes, is on me. Yes, it's beneficial to have that broader perspective of the natives and diasporans. Yes. Will you show us a view? Yes, I will. And when I do, I have this on landscape. I'll even show you a better view. But that's my ocean out there, y'all. I just walk out to it. And see, this is the thing. Oh, no, I made a mistake. And this is the thing too. You'll say a mixture of diasporans and Ghanaians, but that's what's so wonderful. You got to think about it. The Ghanaians. That's when you think of diasporans, and it's something that I have to catch myself too. When I say diasporans, I'm thinking African American, right? Maybe Caribbean, right? I'm just saying from my own narrow perspective. But you got to really take it to another notch. That the Africans that are coming back home, you got to put the summer air conditioning something. Let me put this fan on. The Africans, see how we do this. Hold on, y'all. Okay, wait, I will figure that fan out. The Africans that are coming back home, see I'm sweating, they're diasporans too. That's the thing. They're diasporans too. We're asking all Africans that have left, that are not here, that have not been here, to come back home. Hold on, y'all. We're going to see if we can get this fan on. There's an air conditioner. I'm going to work that out, too. But right now, okay, maybe I need to plug it in. That would help. Hold on, ladies. Okay, plug it in. I'll turn it on. Okay. And still, it doesn't work. Okay. We will, is that it? Sorry, y'all. Trying to get some immediate. Okay, I'll have to call Frank. There it is. Okay, hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Yeah, y'all got to look at it that way. I'll do a little small room tour. It's very basic. I'll actually turn around and do it. They're diasporans too. That's the thing. And that's, in a sense, that's the beauty. So you got the both in one. So because they're Ghanaian, and they would be very offended not to be considered Ghanaians. They grew up here, they still speak the language, they know the culture, they know the people, So that's what I say, why I say I like Ghanaian diasporans, because right in them you got both. They know the language, they know the language. They know the custom, the culture, they are Ghanaian. They said that often, we know this is true, that when they went to the UK or even the States, they still hung out with Ghanaians. They still had Ghanaian socials, Ghanaian culture, Ghanaian societies, Ghanaian communities, Ghanaian, they're still Ghanaian, but they're affected. They've been educated in these other places. So it really is the best of both worlds. And then another thing makes it easier, a lot of times they're going to speak the same language you speak. So if you're meeting just sometimes the locals, some locals speak the English well. I mean, Kwame definitely does, and some don't. So then you have that, but you can still learn because they know how to, they got to speak their language here, you know? It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I would say definitely a mixture of both, but what I'm telling y'all is I've got both in one. And like you said, when you come, you find your way. You know, you gotta understand another thing. I know it's very hard for you to take this part. I know because you'll see people, and you, you know, he shared something in the lounge room. They don't understand. They don't really know slavery. They didn't learn that in school. They don't. Yet you're them, but you're not them, and that's okay. Because you're not. Like, I don't want to bust your bubble, but you are an American, which in some cases, like, well, I remember I'll give you an example. I called Bolt, and sometimes the driver will call you, and the driver will say, hey, I'm on my way, because they know, you know, it's big traffic. And so I said, okay, and then Kwame said, okay, let me get it, because he was telling me, hey, I'm here, but I'm in traffic, let me come meet me. And then Kwame said, let me talk to him. So, okay, Kwame talked to me in a tree. And he said, wait, you sound Ghanaian, but the woman that was talking, isn't that a white woman? Now, nobody in America would say I sound white. And he said, well, yeah, some Ghanaians, English is, you're white. If you speak English, you're white. So you got to kind of see how they see you. It's not negative, it's not bad, it's not even wrong. It's a perspective that makes a lot of sense from their point of view. They call you boss and madame in a sense because you can't, you're doing things differently than they do. You came, you're on a plane, you're spending money, you're in your own apartment, you know, or buying a house. Or some of us, a lot of us come in here and buy land. Do you understand that even in the States, it was to be considered that to own land was only the wealthy would own land? I think that's how they broke the laws down. So it's still here a big thing you're coming to another country and you're buying land. So the perspective, anyway, you know what, y'all? That's what's so wonderful, like I said, about meeting a Ghanaian, because you get to share that. It's not like a lot of teaching. You're both experiencing it at the same time. And it's a different subject. So when you actually come here, you will be having a way different conversation, perspective, understanding than you can only have by watching, that you will never have by watching on a YouTube or watching somebody else. And after a few times of people, you realizing that you be like, hey, brother, and they like, hey, money, you will then realize, oh, I got to move just a little bit differently. And I got to move with an understanding that it's not that they're bad or wrong people. There's nothing like that. They're beautiful. It's that I'm in a position that they believe that I have more opportunity and more, what's the word we call, fortune. Because in a sense, you're considered fortunate. I had a conversation with the taxi driver. He was a young boy, I think it was a couple of days ago. And I get this a lot. He's like, but really, when are you going back to the States? But really, when are you going back to the States? Come on, you can't like it here. It's too hard. This is a struggle. Why would you? It's very concept. And then I guess, and I don't get mad. I don't like a lot of diaspora, especially African Americans, be like, you don't know, it's this and that, and you ain't gonna like it. I don't tell them that. I encourage everybody to travel. I don't tell them they wouldn't like the States, and maybe they would. What if they would? Why would you take that away from them? I just don't really think that y'all realize how privileged you are. I don't think we realize it until you come to a situation where you start thinking like, you know what? Maybe I wasn't born on the wrong side of the track. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to really swallow that pill, but you were placed in where you were for a reason. And it has its benefits. And you just don't even know it. You know, don't hate where you come from. Don't hate where you're born. Don't hate it. There's people that would do anything to be there. No matter what you're going through, you get out and live somewhere else. And you start realizing, not that you want that, there's a possibility for a better life here for you. But the possibility of the better life is definitely upped the ante with the fact that you start off from a different place than maybe the so-called average Ghanaian. It is precisely because of where you were born that's going to afford you opportunities that you would not otherwise have had if you was a born Ghanaian that wasn't born into a middle class or rich family. Do you understand? It is the status, the very thing. You can never hate where you are because you'll never get to another place. You'll just experience more things that you're going to find to hate. I just say to you, not to say appreciate America and appreciate, but don't down that your ancestors. Don't down your ancestors that made a life there, that made you who you are. Don't down your culture. Don't down who and what you are. Don't. It's your privilege, and it's a blessing. And I'm staying here. You know, I live in Ghana, but like I don't. So when they go through that whole thing, I don't try to say anything. I allow them to want what they want and to live where they want to live. And I mean, how dare I'm privileged to get up and go on the plane. Why shouldn't they be? I'm coming to a place they can't understand why I want to be. I would definitely, and when I think about it, I could understand why they would want to come to the States. I could understand it. I'm not saying that matter of fact, I don't disagree with it. I think that everybody should want and have and pursue the life that is there for them. But I don't think we should be discouraging them. I don't think we understand enough of it or know enough of it to say, oh, we ain't gonna like it. I don't say that. You might love it. Apparently some do. Now, I will say eventually you'll come back home because that's a conversation me and Stephen had that. He said, I don't care if Ghanaians stay wherever, abroad for 50 years, they eventually come home, and they do. Because just like us coming home, that soul calls you. It's not, I think what we got to stop thinking as diasporans is that it's their land or their country. It's just as much yours too. And that's a very spiritual concept that I'm speaking of. You're just as much here, you're just as much belong here as any other born African. Do you get that? So then it becomes, there is no here or there. It is just an in the moment existence. I know I'm going deep. And y'all ain't here for that. But it's a high elevation television. Yes, you are. You're here for that. It's a different perspective. You're not going to stay for the people. You're not going to leave for the people if you're smart. You're going to stay because you belong here, because you need to come home as all Africans do. Whether you have never been in Africa in your life, born abroad, was born here, lived abroad, you deserve to come home. And it will call you, and it will call you deeply. Idolize the God within you. Idolize the ancestors that brought you forth. The ones at home and abroad. It's the same Africans. And the moment you know that, you'll have a better experience no matter where you decide to live in the world. And that's another thing. Any place could be a holy tabernacle. Any place could be a holy place. Some people find it in Mexico, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Sao Paulo Island. Take it higher, y'all. Take it higher. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Because y'all getting quiet. Okay, yes, yes. Maya, wow, Ronnie says, hey, Lisa, you made it. Yes. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Thank you. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for sharing all diasporans. Yes, so beautiful. Yes. So, and they got to get their perspective. Like, we don't see that, but the Ghanaian diaspora, and it's another individual, but a lot more connected to you than you think because you're in a very similar situation. You're not going to just come here and it's just going to be like, oh, I'm black like you, I'm embraced. They don't know your story in that same way. We were talking about the idea of the year return 2019 and how a lot of Ghanaians, we talked to the taxi drivers or the vendors, they were like it was the best year ever. And so Stephen said, he says, it's kind of sad that to them it was the best year ever because they made a lot of money off the diasporans. Not it was the best year ever because our brothers and sisters came home. Do you understand there's that disconnect? So you can't look for it. You have to feel that you were called to come home. And you stay for that because it could get rough. It could get, you can get frustrated. So you have to have something else that anchors you. Because if you're going to rely on the people to anchor you, you go home tomorrow. After you done got cheated 15 times, it's, oh, you retired. You be worn the F out, okay? The customs and culture that they could make up randomly, just, you know, and stuff that's actually true. If you don't have something else that's grounded, if you think you don't have something they got, you need to come understanding who you are when you come. And not that you're better, and I ain't going in that direction. I mean that you are not the same in that sense. You're the same in the deepest sense. One womb, one blood, one people, one Africa. That's how you're the same. It's ancestry. It can't be nothing else. Anyway, you must can't comment. But anyway, I love y'all. I know sometimes that happens, and I will see you all in the next video. So mastermind group, we're gonna get a little deeper, and lots to share. So hope you're ready. Hope you're ready. Take care, y'all. Peace and blessings.